Where do we begin? So did Tanner clear concussion protocol?
He did not. He did not. And really, candidly, we knew earlier in the week he probably wouldn't. But he wanted to come out and do warm-ups, be with the team. It was part of his protocol that helps him clear. He's doing good. I think I'd be shocked if he's not good to go next week. But we were just a day or two short. So, Preston knew he was going to be starting. That's why Tanner came out and knocked out that kind of return to play piece, checked the day off, and then went and showered up.
Mm-hmm. And then with Preston, do you have an update on him yet? Or?
Nothing official. It doesn't look great. It's okay long term. It just doesn't look great for the next couple of weeks. But man, I thought he played great. I mean, he came out. Obviously, the first play of the game, we felt like we had a chance to hit a big one, but credit him and Rasheed for doing it. And I thought he was playing really steady. He made some big third down throws, I think, on our second drive. Was really in control of the game, and it's just unfortunate falling on his collarbone, his shoulder. But I was really proud of him, and then obviously really proud of the way Kevin stepped in.
You get through this, you're down 2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, and 3 or 4 receivers. Have you ever been a part of a win with a mash unit list like that?
I don't know. Not one that comes to mind. I mean, I'm really proud of her. I mean, offensively, Jalen Thomas played center today. He's never played center before in his life. I think he did a really good job. Obviously, with both Preston making his first start and then Kevin really playing his first snaps of college football. Those first 2 drives to start the second half were pretty impressive by him. With obviously Trey and TJ being out, and then we lost Kamar in the first half at some point. For Levine to come in and do what he did, and Belton, it's just next man up. We're really dinged up at receiver. We didn't have Curley, really didn't have Moochie. We got one play in, and just proud of the guys for battling. It was a great team win.
What was halftime like, where you kind of knew it was Jennings' game to make sure he was ready and to figure out what you wanted to do play call wise?
Fortunately, I mean, they played a lot more man than they ever do, even in the first half, which was interesting. But, I think we felt like going in the second half, especially the way we finished the drive just in the half, the thought was we were running the ball well. Let's try to keep the ball away from them. We would love to have gotten a touchdown, but we got a field goal. To go up 17, not give them a chance to gain momentum, we really kind of bled the clock was good. Our defense was playing good. And so we felt like, start the second half, offensively we could run the ball on them, and it was going to cause them to, and they would think that, right, with a third-string quarterback in, which would give us the one-on-ones with Rasheed and Austin and those guys, and so we could make it a simple game for him, and he made some big throws.
If you go back a year ago, Kevin had no D1 offers yet. I mean, you guys go see him at Lovejoy when you're watching other players. He sticks out.
Yep.
I guess just from that moment to now, I mean, just the type of development, it seems like he's developed a lot. What have you seen from him in development, and just a testament to his ability to kind of step in today?
He's just so calm and poised. I think Johnny Brewer's done a great job with him, but I think and it's probably not hurt him being around Tanner and Preston, but that's what stood out when I went and watched him at the Star that night in that playoff game is he could run and he could really throw the ball, but he was just calm and in command. And once we got him on campus, we saw that even more. And so I think he just has that presence you want a quarterback to have. The other guys we have it too, where he walked out there and it's like, okay, I'm playing football. It's not like it's a big deal. It's college football. That's what I'm supposed to do. But it's real. It's just who he is. And I think that's probably helped him the most. And honestly, he's just been quiet, go to work, learn from the other guys, and he was prepared.
Did the conversations at halftime, were they all about you settling him down and encouraging him, or did you need some kind of assurance from him that, yes, you could open up the playbook a little more for him?
Not really. I mean, I had a feeling they would make a run and we'd have to, and so I know Coach Brewer got with him and just got the things in the plan that he felt most comfortable with. It was good. He got reps as the twos guy all week this week. Normally he'd got 0 reps. So he at least knew the plan, knew what we were doing, obviously hadn't repped everything like Preston had. So we got the things that we knew he felt good about. I didn't really think he was rattled, so we didn't do anything like that. And I know while as coaches we were meeting, I think Rasheed and Austin, some of the receivers grabbed him and said, hey, they're going to play man, throw it up, we got you. And so, and they pretty much did. Either caught it or got a pass interference most of the time. So, no, he just went out and did what he needed to do, and he made the plays.
How big of a win is this? Not let a losing streak start. Obviously the history here, history against Tulsa, to just get back to 500 and kind of maybe take some momentum.
Yeah, no, it's huge. Winning and momentum down the stretch is big, and I don't think we'd won here since '09, which is crazy. And Tulsa's had our number in general, and Phillip does a great job. And they're always tough, but to get a win here was big. But just to get a win, I mean, our guys have been so resilient. We talk about all the injuries, all the guys that are out, all the close losses, and they just don't quit. They don't flinch, and so really proud of them.
2 drag routes that were originally called OPI in the first half. Was that a play that you had to tell the refs, like, hey, watch out, we're gonna have this behind the line of scrimmage, I promise?
Yeah, it's a play. We tell them the games we carry. We tell them before the game, we're going to do this. You're going to throw the flag, fortunately both times they got it right. Because it is, we're on or behind the line of scrimmage. But, yeah, we told them. Fortunately, they made the right call on both of them. They were both pretty big for us.
And that was it? Oh, go ahead.
Defensively gave up some points, especially in the second half, but the couple turnovers and, of course, the touchdown. Just how big are plays like that when you maybe get in a little bit of a shootout there in the second half?
They're big. I mean, obviously, with Bren before he got hurt and Stokes and those guys, they're good. So you knew they'd make a run. And, I don't think we were really pleased with our first 2 drives on defense to start the half. We kind of just let them do what they wanted to do and let the quarterback run on us a few times. But then, fortunately, offensively, we scored and held serve, got a big block on extra point, and then we got the turnover score. We go 45-20 to start the fourth. We felt pretty good, and really it was just, we had a guy basically had a good call. He's double covered, and he plays the ball, and neither one of our 2 guys do. He catches it, makes a 60-yard touchdown. Right. That gave him hope. If it wasn't for that, I think we would have finished better, I hope. It's not something we want to continue to do, but I will say the last 2 drives, first and goal at the 8, they went backwards, made them make a hard kick, and then 4 and out there at the end. They did finish those last 2 drives a lot better.
Injuries obviously led to it, but with Tyler today, obviously it seems like he brings a physicality factor.
Yeah.
Just how much of a tone setting, how much does the tone set when he is that physical?
It's everything. I mean, running the football, and it's a physical, it's a mindset. He brings it. He was going to play regardless. It was going to be a lot of Kamar and a lot of him. We knew Velton could spell Kamar too. Obviously, when Kamar got dinged up, it was more Velton and Tyler. But you guys saw it. He gets rolling, man. He's a load. I wouldn't want to tackle him.
Is it more gratifying for someone like him whose role includes blocking and special teams and all those other sort of dirty work kind of jobs? Is it more gratifying to see a guy like that get 3 touchdowns in a game?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, dude, he's everything that's great about college football. He's a winner. He doesn't complain the first 4 or 5 games of the year. Well, I think he scored in North Texas, but like the next 4 or 5 games, he hardly even plays. He's been banged up a little bit too. He just plays through it. He does whatever it takes. What nobody knows is on the big 3rd down corner out to Goffney that we threw down to the 1 or 2, he makes a big-time protection pickup to give Kevin the chance to get it off. Like, he just does everything right, and that's why he's going to play.
Rasheed Rice's insoles work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, he finally didn't get caught on that first play. I know he had to run through some people, but, I can't say enough about him because, after he got hurt against TCU, going into the UCF week and the Navy week, we were pretty much not able to practice him much. He would dress out, he'd warm up, and then get on the bike, and because it just was so aggravated trying to get him to the game. And he played good against UCF. You saw against Navy, he was kind of hobbled. Then you saw, he didn't practice. He didn't even dress hardly the whole week before Cincinnati. We didn't know till Friday afternoon he was going to be cleared to play. So he plays, and to him, he's like, man, I'm not playing to my standard. I dropped a few balls, this and that. We know he's not quite as explosive, but he came into us and said, I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to play and not practice. I'm going to practice. I know it's going to hurt. I'm going to do it. And he practiced Tuesday, Wednesday. We took care of him on Friday, and I think it showed. He came out and he played like the guy we all know he is, and we needed it.
With something like the insole, is that kind of a last-ditch effort? Was there a reason that wasn't tried earlier? Or
No, we were trying things earlier. I think the first couple weeks we had one diagnosis, then it changed right after the Navy game. And that's what I said. We really planned for him not to even play against Cincinnati. And so I think our doctors and our training staff got together, and they're always mixing and matching because everybody's different too. What shoe, what insole. This one seems to be better. It still hurts, but he's a winner. So.